Is that the demo?
It's the demo.
I was going to say, I didn't think that we owned that one.
No, it's just a demo.
But also, I'm sure. I didn't know. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Today was breakfast stream, and we wore our Pokemon shirts that we got yesterday. It was actually really nice because I knew the vlogs were going to be out, obviously later, and people probably wouldn't get a chance to get those shirts. So we wore them on breakfast stream this morning, and then we were able to tell people live, like, hey, these shirts are available. They're going to sell out quick. Get them if you're interested. So that's kind of nice. Breakfast stream is a very interesting project for me. For one, because it's just interesting, I think, by nature, the idea of grandma and grandpa are eating toast, and that's the entire show. Like, yeah, the premise, but also it's interesting because as someone who is always taking on a lot of projects and balancing a lot of work, the vlogs occasionally get behind, sometimes more than others, and breakfast stream is almost like time travel in a way. Just because, when vlogs are behind, you don't get to know what's happening, like right now, like what's happening to Stephen and Mal. And breakfast stream is like cutting through the void to reach out and be like, hey, I know videos are a little behind, but this is what's happening. So it's just, I don't know, it's a dumb way of thinking about it, but it's how I feel sometimes, and it's how I've seen other people comment about it too, where people say, hey, if you're interested, you're talking to like someone else, they'll be like, check out their breakfast stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because that's how you can keep up to date with what's going on. Not the way I'd want it to be. I wish vlogs were caught up just all the time, but it's by nature, it's never going to be like that 100% of the time. I wanted to talk a little bit today, just kind of briefly about the Switch. Honestly, seeing Mal play the Yoshi demo just makes me remember that the Switch is friggin' awesome. I am not a loyalist to any particular company. I am not in any way, shape, or form a Nintendo fanboy. I've never had a heated argument over whether PS2 or Xbox was better. Because frankly, I didn't care. I always worked hard and tried to earn enough money to buy all the consoles and experience games that were on every platform. That was something I was passionate about. I wanted to try out different games. And I'm still that way. The thing is, there are so many good experiences on the Switch. Like nowadays, if someone asks me what, modern gaming console they should buy, I tell them a Switch. Like I don't hesitate. And I don't even ask them what genres they like or what games they're into. I don't really do that. I just recommend the Switch. And it didn't used to be like that. It used to be like, well, what are you into? What do you play? Because depending on what their answer was, it may change. And now I'm like, you should probably just get a Switch. I mean, there are certainly genres I think that the Switch doesn't do as well as others. I think there's a fairly distinct lack of, for example, racing games. But unless that is the only thing you play, for instance, then you should probably still get a Switch because there's so many other amazing titles on there. If you want racing games, then yeah, okay, maybe you should look at Xbox for Forza or something like that. But, frequently some of the best experiences, first-party experiences, I feel are absolutely hands down on the Switch. That's just the way it is. And it's not that the PS4 and the Xbox One don't have good games, because they do. There are, for instance, certain experiences you can only get on PS4. Uncharted, Last of Us, God of War. And, these are all like AAA games that are absolutely worth experiencing. That being said, there's arguably more amazing first-party content on the Switch, and it's portable. And that's honestly something I really didn't see myself taking a lot of advantage of. And now that, I've had one for a while, I do. I play it if I'm going to be in the bathroom for a little bit. I will take the Switch. Before bed, I might play just a little bit, before I go to sleep. And these are things that I would have never done on another console, but the Switch allows me to do, and I take advantage of it. But yeah, it's just I'm continually blown away by the amount of good first-party titles coming out for Switch. And some good third-party stuff, too. I've also talked before about how I'm so glad that the 3DS is dead. And I know that sounds a little harsh, but the truth is by converging to just, one console, by having only one thing that Nintendo developers have to, work on, you get more good games more often. And the Switch has already been impressive, but I know that it's going to get even more impressive over the course of the next 2 years. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. The fact that we've had honestly, it's almost like every single month there's like a quality title dropping. It's impressive. It's really impressive. Anyway, just wanted to take a little bit to gush about the Switch. I really wasn't sure about it when it was unveiled, but Nintendo really has another success story on their hands. They did really great with the Wii, and while the Wii U may have been a flop, they went back to the drawing board and they found something that truly worked, because the Switch is a great console, and if you don't have one, I highly recommend it. There's a lot of great stuff on it. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Just that's all there is to it today. We've been hard at work getting stuff done. Mal finally finished her painting today. It's the BioShock piece, and you'll have the time-lapse out tomorrow.
Yep.
So that's exciting. Seriously, one of my new favorite pieces. Now that's an example. BioShock is a great experience. It is not on Switch. I'm hoping that maybe they'll bring the collection to Switch. I don't know if that's possible. Or even just the first one, even not the remastered one, just the first game. That would be really, really cool. But BioShock is an example of a game that, is available on Xbox, PS4, PC. But there's more and more third-party stuff getting ported to Switch, and that's definitely one that I'd like to see. That would be spectacular. There's an entire, group of people that haven't experienced that game and will be able to experience it on Switch. I'd love to see them do that. Don't know if it's possible, but that'd be really cool. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?